going on, everybody? Gormy here. Today here at Base, we are going to be covering what I think, after looking over a bunch of tactics on the Base website, what I think is the best three-striker formation for the time being right now. Very, very solid. Allows for players to, really everyone contribute. It's not like your three strikers are going to be doing everything. This tactic is very, very solid. So we tested with AC Milan, got some very, very nice results. If you guys happen to enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button. The tactic will be linked down below in the description, also with a link to our tactics forum where you guys are going to be able to browse any tactic that could possibly be on FMBase. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So like I said, we tested with AC Milan. AC Milan finished second, losing out on the league by a point. There was one loss in particular why they lost out on it, and it was a 5-0 defeat to Torino, but otherwise they did pretty darn well. They scored 114 goals in the league alone, which is very impressive, and their goal differential was 71, but they finished in second in the league, losing out by a point to Napoli. But even though they lost out on winning the league by a point, they were very close to doing the treble by winning the league, the Italian Cup, and the Italian Super Cup, which would have been absolutely amazing. So this tactic is absolutely no slouch. It's just that one loss came to bite them in the butt in the end. But like I said, looking at most goals, they had 114, which, that is absolutely incredible. Next highest was Napoli with 70. They had the second most possession with 59%. So, almost having 60% possession in a three-striker formation, that is going to be very overpowered if you have the perfect players for this setup. They were also in most dribbles made. They finished in 5th with 607. And they came in 7th for most clean sheets with 14. Now, for most goals, they had two players in there. Junior Messias, of all people, he had 21 goals. And Charles de Ketelaere had 16. Most assists, Rafael Leao led the league with 13. Brahim Diaz also in there with 10. Most player of the match performances, Rafael Leao came in 3rd with 7. Most key passes, Sandro Tonali, who was honestly a playmaking magician with this tactic. He had 117 key passes. Brahim Diaz with 87. Most dribbles made, Theo Hernandez had 122. Most clean sheets, Mike Magnan, he was in 5th with 14. Getting into how everyone performed overall, though, Junior Messias had the most goals with 22, Olivier Giroud with 21, Rafael Leao with 19, Charles de Ketelaere also with 19, Zlatan Ibrahimovic with 12, Sandro Tonali with 10. For assists, we got Rafael Leao with 18, Sandro Tonali with 11, Brahim Diaz also with 11, same there for Charles de Ketelaere, and the highest average rating was Rafael Leao with a 7.55. Now, like I said previously, this tactic really allows everyone to kind of chip in, whether it be for goals or assists. It's a very team-oriented type tactic. Even though it is a three-striker formation, everyone has to do their part or else it's not going to work. And so usually I do not have players in here to show you kind of how they set up, but this time I am. And the reason being is because I want to highlight how it was for the attack. So Rafael Leao, we all know he's pretty pacey. With that 17 acceleration, 16 pace, he can finish, got good playmaking as well. That's why he was the leader in assists. Then we have Junior Messias, who has got some pace. And, he's pretty balanced compared to a Rafael Leao. But then Olivier Giroud was that third striker, and he is a straight-out finisher. Big guy, not that fast, straight-out finisher. But with them three up top in this three-striker formation, they were absolutely absurd together and only finished a point off of having a potential treble with AC Milan. But now getting into this tactic, it is called Goals Galore V1, which, that is no lie. You do get a lot of goals, 114 alone in the league with AC Milan. Features 3 advanced forwards on attack up top, 2 shadow strikers on attack behind them. Then you have a central midfielder on support, 2 fullbacks on attack, 2 ball-playing defenders on defend, and a sweeper keeper on attack. So very attacking, hence the attacking mentality. It all goes together perfectly. Keep in mind the ball-playing defenders are going to get further forward and try and create some plays, so you might get caught out, which I am going to guess that is what happened in that Torino match. So if you need to switch these ball-playing defenders to, say, a central defender, definitely feel free to do so. But this tactic, absolutely banging. Let's get into those player instructions. So for the advanced forwards on attack, all three of them have take more risks, dribble more, tackle harder, and mark tighter. For both shadow strikers on attack, they have more direct passes, shoot less often, and tackle harder. The central midfielder on support has more direct passes, take more risks, shoot less often, hold position, tackle harder, and mark tighter. Both fullbacks on attack have take more risks, dribble more, cut inside with ball, shoot less often, and tackle harder. With that cut inside with the ball, it is going to make them kind of play like an inverted wingback. So definitely keep that in mind. They are going to tend to cut in more so here than instead of up here. For both ball playing defenders on defend, they have pass it shorter, dribble less, shoot less often, stay wider, and tackle harder. And that sweeper keeper on attack was left as is. So one thing I want to highlight real quick is that on all of these roles and all these positions, everyone has shoot less often. It's called goals galore. They scored 114 goals within the league. Everyone was chipping in with goals however they possibly could. With shoot less often on, it allows them to take smarter shots. So maybe that is the move this year. And I mean, if you're struggling to score goals, instead of having shoot more often on and then wasting shots, maybe put on shoot less often. They'll take those smarter shots and it'll help you in a big time way going forward. Getting to in possession though, attacking width is fairly narrow. Pass into space and play out from the defense, work the ball into the box, use mixed crosses in the final third, shorter passing directness, and slightly higher tempo. When in transition, counter press and counter by rolling the ball out to the defense or to a playmaker. When out of possession, the defensive shape is a high press line of engagement and a higher defensive line. Much more often trigger press, aka much more often press in intensity, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So overall, from the stats that we have seen from the players and what they put up and looking at this tactic as well, this is definitely one that if you have three strikers that you feel you can ball out with, or just a very attacking, potent team, definitely feel free to give this tactic a go. I don't think you'll regret it because, I mean, AC Milan almost pulled off a treble. They were a point away from doing so. If they had been able to beat Torino or Udinese, they definitely would have been able to pull off that treble. But real quick, before we end things here, let's see how it performs within the match engine. So, seeing this tactic in the match engine, I really feel for AC Milan on not getting that treble. They look like they're playing on rookie mode in FIFA with this tactic. They look absolutely insane with it. So if you have a team that is very potent in the attack, or you have three strikers that are absolute ballers, definitely give this tactic a go. It looks absolutely insane. So that is why I said at the beginning of this video, I think this is probably the best three striker formation right now on FMBase. So definitely feel free to give it a go. Link to the tactic will be down below in the description, as well as a link to the tactic forum where you guys are able to find whatever tactic you guys may be looking for. But if you guys did happen to enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button. And until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.